Hello, my lovelies. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update about what's been going on since the last video. I don't know if you watched my last plan with me, but I sort of had a bit of a chat about my struggles and stuff that I've been going through a little bit. And I wanted to talk to you about how I have started to change some routines and mindsets and things to sort of help me. You'll have to forgive me, I am in my dressing gown because I've been so poorly. I've been feeling really, really unwell. And my fibro has just flared up like you wouldn't believe. I feel like my bones are just frozen. I feel like I'm getting freeze burn on anything my bones touch, so it's quite painful. So please bear with me in this video, but I'm really aware that I haven't really put anything out for you guys for a while, and I'm working on it. I've got a few extra things coming up, but please bear with me. Okay, so if we go to October, I haven't really added anything in here yet, apart from the fact that I've started watching Killing Eve. I'm just going to see if I can make this brighter. There we go. Yeah, I've started watching Killing Eve, and I'm really, really enjoying that. And I'm learning Polish. I've gone back to learning Polish, and I shall tell you for why soon, but I'm quite excited and nervous. Okay, so on my regroup, refocus, take control page, I've got what I don't want. I don't want to feel like I'm failing as a mum, because a lot of the time I just don't feel like I'm giving Tristan and Ridley the attention that they really need. So what I do want, I want to know that I'm doing a great job nurturing my boys physically, mentally and emotionally. So take action. This is what I can do to make that more doable. Schedule some set times for one-on-one quality time, playing and learning and talking, that sort of thing. Now, I haven't done that yet, just because I've been so poorly, but I will get onto that. But at least now I know what I need to do. And then the next one was spend so much time on my phone. I noticed I was spending a lot of time on my phone, and I will tell you more about that as well in a minute. I'm shook. That's not a phrase I can sort of use, but I am at the minute. So to only use my phone for specific tasks and reasons, rather than just sitting there and scrolling and scrolling. So I got set a daily time limit, and then I thought, well, I could find an app to monitor this, and I did, and that's where I got a bit shook. A few lines a day is just the sort of normal stuff. I got all my accounts sorted for this business, which was like a big deal for me. It's something I've been putting off for ages. I hate doing anything to do with money and figures and receipts, and I'm so not good at doing that sort of thing. So I thought, right, I'm going to sit down, because it's been weighing on my mind. I thought one thing I can do straight away to clear my mind a little bit is to get that done, and I did. So that was a really big win for me. What else did I do? Yes, the learning Polish. I sort of decided I also need to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, because I have been stuck in my comfort zone. I don't leave the house a huge amount, to be honest. Maybe to, do the school run and do the shopping and run errands, but I don't often go out and visit friends, or it's just, it brings up a lot of anxiety for me, so I don't do that a lot. But I thought I need to be more sociable, so I thought if I get an opportunity to be sociable, I'm going to do it. And there were two things. The first one was me and Lee went for breakfast. We sort of celebrated because we realised we'd be able to pay the rent on time. So we went out for, this is our big celebration, a little morning breakfast. And there were some girls sat opposite me, or sort of behind me, and they were foreign, and they were speaking a foreign language, and I thought, that sounds like Polish. And I said to Lee, I think they're Polish, Lee. And if you've watched my channel, you know that I'm a bit obsessed with anything Polish, because I'm so desperate to learn and visit, and because my granddad was Polish. So yeah, I've got a sort of a deep interest in it. And Lee was like, well, why don't you go and talk to them? And I was like, no way. There's like 4 of them, and they were quite loud, and they were all laughing, and it was like a sort of Sex and the City vibe. I don't know if you've ever watched that, but it was really, they were just having so much fun. And just as I was leaving, I thought, you know what, I'm never going to get this opportunity again. So I went up and I tapped this lady on the shoulder. I said, "Excuse me, are you Polish?" And they all sort of looked at me like, "Who the hell are you?" I was like, "Oh my God." And they were like, "Yes." And I was like, "I'm really sorry. I promise I'm not a crazy person." And I sort of rambled and told them about my granddad, and sort of ended it by saying like, "Well, you know, I just want to be your friend." And she exchanged numbers with me, and another one found me on Facebook, and they've invited me to go out with them on a Saturday night to celebrate Halloween. So I'm super, super, super nervous. But I've said I will go. I really want to go, but I haven't heard anything from them since. And I'm aware that it's a bit weird, a random stranger sort of, you know, inviting themselves along to things. I didn't invite myself along. But anyway, that was like a huge step for me, doing it. It's completely out of my comfort zone. But it's also pushed me into learning Polish again because I really, really want to learn another language, and Polish is the one for me. So I've downloaded an app, Stone something Stone. What's it called? Rosetta Stone. It's Rosetta Stone. I've downloaded that one, and I've done half an hour for the last 2 days in a row of learning some Polish. It's the first sort of app I've been able to stick with for learning a language. So that's two things I've sort of started. I've started learning my Polish and getting out of my comfort zone, and at the end of the month, somewhere around here, we've got that night coming out. The other thing I did was I went out on a Saturday with my friend Debbie. She's an ex-boyfriend's mum, and I've known her for about 15 years, if not more. And she's sort of like a second mum, and we decided to go out. And she said, "There's a drag queen act. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds really interesting. It sounds like a lot of fun." So we went. I got there, got the ticket, and there were strippers as well. And I was like, "Oh my God, this isn't really my kind of thing." First stripper comes on, and I went downstairs and I had a drink downstairs because I just thought I don't know, I just felt a bit uncomfortable. Then when the second stripper comes on, he's this really beautiful, chocolatey, dark-skinned man. And I was like, "Oh, I might have a little look at this one." So I got up and I was sort of in the crowd of girls, and geez, they were thirsty. Oh my God, they were all like, "Meow," straight in on him. And I was like, "What is going on?" So I sort of went back, right to the back of the group, because the drag queen was getting a bit bitchy. She was like, "Everybody's getting too close." So I went to the very, very back of the group because he was pulling people up. And I thought, no, 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 I'll just have a quick look. He spotted me, came through right the way to the back of the crowd and pulled me up onto this chair. I looked round for my friend, and she'd gone. I don't know where she'd gone, but I was like, right, I'm now on my own. What do I do? So I'm sat in this chair, and he starts putting my hands on his chest, and he's all baby oiled up, and I'm like, oh my God. And I pretty much sat there just with my head in my hands, just so embarrassed. And then he gets this towel, he's only got like these tiny little pants on, puts this towel around the back of himself, and then wraps it around my head and pushes my head into his crotch, and then like starts rubbing his willy on my face. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So that was an interesting Saturday night. Unfortunately, it was the Friday night, and then on the Sunday I had my friend's baby shower. Dawn, she's a beautiful person. I just love her. And I'm so excited. I cried when I found out she was pregnant because I've known her for over 10 years as well. So I was just so excited. And then I got hit with this head cold thing on the Saturday, and I thought, oh, I hope I feel better by Sunday because I don't want to go to a baby shower. It was a joint baby shower because her sister is pregnant, and they're only a day apart for their due date. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I did go because it turns out none of Dawn's other friends could go because they all sort of live scattered about. So her sister had a load of people at the joint party, and Dawn didn't have anybody. So I thought, well, sod the cold, I'm going to go and support her. And I just got her a couple of little baby grows and some breast pads because, you know, after you have a baby, you leak. And I also got her some like adult size super absorbent nappies because when I had Tristan and Ridley, someone suggested I get those, and geez, do you bleed a lot after you've had a baby? And I didn't want to be faffing about with sanitary towels and all that sort of stuff, so big nappy, and then you just rip off the sides and chuck it in the bin once you're done, and I just thought that would be really helpful. I also got some Metanium cream for the baby because it's just the best nappy rash cream I've ever used in my entire life. It stinks and it's like really, really purple, but purple, yellow, but it's good. Yes, so my health and habits. Are you coming down?
Yeah, why?
Can I finish filming this, babe?
How long?
Give me about 10-20 minutes.
Is it 10 or is it 20 minutes? Just give me a shout when you're done, alright?
Okay. Yeah, so if we have a look at my health and habits tracker, unfortunately, on the Saturday, a bit snuffly. Sunday, it was like a mega full-on head cold. Monday and Tuesday, I've had pretty much bed rest. While the kids have been in school, I've just been in bed feeling like absolute poo. And my period hit, and it's been really painful. I don't usually get painful periods. And it was really, really bad on the worst day of the head cold as well. I should have seen this coming, really, because if you look here, can you see the energy here? It goes, ooh. There's quite an obvious drop there where it sort of comes around here like this. So I should have noticed that was going on beforehand. Once it got to about here, it's going down. But I've still been putting in a decent amount of effort, and maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I should just be resting. Although I have been resting. You can see here, these are my rests, these sort of checked one. That's how much time I spent resting. But I did get a little bit of stuff done. I wanted to give you, I'll give you a quick preview here. Ooh, of Arteza sent me some amazing pens. I've got a review coming up, and I'm also going to do a how to come up with a theme for your bullet journal, because it's something I really struggled with, and then I figured it out. But I've swatched some of the colours here, and they are so beautiful. And then I've done some sort of colours that go together, and I used Pinterest to look at some colours that I thought might go together, and then I used these colours to decide what maybe they inspired. And like this one here, cupcakes and bunting and teacups. This one here I thought would be nice for Christmas spread, Christmas flowers, mermaids, grapes. So just Felicity, thank you. She's getting the curtains. So yeah, I've got some ideas now for some spreads and some colour themes to go with it. And these pens are pretty good. They're Arteza Twi markers? TWI markers. And they don't really bleed. They don't bleed. So these might replace my Tombos because there's so many of them, and it's a brush tip. A brush tip nib. It's a brush tip nib. It's a brush tip nib. So but yeah, I'll do a proper review of those, and you'll see that on my YouTube channel when it comes out for everybody else. Right, so I've really not been very productive at all these last few days because, as I say, I've been poorly. I haven't been feeling too great. I've been trying to stay as chipper as possible, but I think I just need to give myself a break and say, look, you're feeling like crap. just relax a little bit. So I am trying. I did manage to get a coat today in a charity shop, and I think you would call it a Goodwill shop in America, in a charity shop, and it was £5, and I love it. I've been looking for a new coat for so long, like years, and it was £5, and it's really, really good quality, so yay. Successes. My subscriber count's been going up a little bit since my last video. I'm now on 15.7k. Book review request, time with Dawn. So yeah, I've been out and I've been sociable. I spoke to the Polish ladies. I went out with Debbie and I went out to the baby shower with Dawn. So that's three things in the space of, you know, really not very long at all. So I feel really proud of myself for pushing myself to do that. Maybe while I've been poorly isn't the best time to do it, but I am glad that I've done it. I'm just looking at my nail varnish. I did them these colour and then I added this sort of thing on top and I'm not sure which colour I like the best. Anyway, so here, daily kindness. These 3 days, I couldn't think of anything I did for somebody else. Not one thing. And it doesn't bother me too much because usually I do try. Like today, there was a lady in the charity shop trying to put a duvet cover on this duvet, a double duvet. And she was really struggling and I was like, do you need a hand? She was like, no. And I could tell she did, so I was like, don't be silly, come here. So I helped her with that, so I can put that in today. Tristan and Ridley, there's not any here, I think because I didn't see them a lot of the day. And today, they went to school this morning and I won't see them till after school tomorrow because Ridley's staying at Lee's mum's and Tristan's staying at my mum's, so there won't be a lot here. But I still don't think I'm doing enough with the boys, so I really need to get on and find a time to schedule in time with the boys. So yeah, if we go on the today I'm feeling, I'm just going to cover this bit up because it's got stuff to do with Lee and I don't want to involve his private life. That's up to him to share. I have been helping Lee build a YouTube channel because he's very funny. He's very, very funny and very talented. So I'm going to help him try and build himself a YouTube channel so he can really do what he loves, which is sort of acting and performing and, you know, just having a bit of fun. So I'm also in the process of doing that and helping Lee. But yeah, if you look, I've been tired and fed up and on edge. Really poorly, lethargic, tired, restless, poorly. For the Today I'm Feeling page, I'm going to print off, there's like a thing you can get on Pinterest where it's like a wheel and it breaks down the different emotions. Once I've done it, I'll show you guys, but I'm going to get one of those because I think it will really help me name the feeling, because I did it the other night and I felt so much better. Just naming how I felt really helped. So up here I had this the sort of Dutch door situation going on here and I had all this space and I thought, what am I going to use it for? So I thought, well, I'll do a mini habit tracker. So these are the things that I'm really working on at the minute. I've got a new app on my phone. It's called Fabulous. And it's really, really good. It's about habit building and it's created by some people at a university that have been studying it. And that's my clock. And I've not been doing very well the last few days at all. What day are we on today? What's the date? Is it the 9th today? Yes, it is. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Where was I? The brain fog is hitting hard. Oh yes, so this Fabulous app. It's been really helpful. The first 3 days, I ate breakfast 3 days in a row. And I can tell you for certain that hasn't happened in about 3 years. 3 days in a row. So I've started doing pretty well. I started it last month, I think about 3 or 4 days before the end of the month. So I haven't got that bit. But yeah, I've been doing really, really well. And then I've sort of fallen off the wagon a little bit while I've been poorly. But I will get back to it. I'll show you the app if you want to find it. I did pay for the full upgrade because I just thought the app was so good. So it's this one. It's called Fabulous and it's got journey roadmap. So I've got drink water and have a great breakfast, and then there's another one that has some sort of exercise, and all I've been doing is 10 press-ups, 20 sit-ups, 10 squats, and then 20 sort of jumping jack things. that's it. That's all I've been doing. It takes less than 10 minutes, but it's something. I've tried doing a 10-minute workout in the morning, but it's just too much for me. I just can't stick to the habit. So I brought it right down to just those. And hopefully that will help me, because even if it's not a lot, it's something. This is what I'm telling myself. And then I've got some master tasks and things at the back of this week. So I wanted to show you about how I've been using my dailies, because before I just had my weeklies, but my dailies here. So I've got the different days, and I'm not putting a limit on how much time or space I have for these dailies. I fill it in usually in the evening when I fill in all my trackers and things, and then I'll check it in the morning, and then in the evening again, once I've gone back, I'll add any notes for the day or any feelings I sort of had about anything. I really like doing this because it gives me so much space to just put all my thoughts down, and I know where to find them again later because of the bullets and stuff. So in another video, I'm sorry, I just don't feel up to going into it at the minute, but in another video I'll talk to you about how I've been using these dailies. I'm also going to start using a colour code in these dailies just to make it a little bit easier for me to find what I need. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was this little pencil case. I wanted to get one that you wrap round your bullet journal because I hate looking for the pens that I need, and I don't like to use a lot of pens because I don't want to carry loads of pens. So I just have a few key colours that I will use throughout the month, and a few key pens and a pencil and a rubber and that sort of thing. But I couldn't find one that I like that attached to your bullet journal, and I like the sort of hard one. What I like about this is it opens really nicely. It's really small. It fits Tombos in, which is sometimes unusual because Tombos are longer than the average sort of pen. And then it's got a space here under here. I haven't filled it up properly because I used it last night. And I like that it's solid. I'm not sort of, and I can see into it. I can see everything I need. I'm not sort of trying to open something up and then search around in it. I wanted it to attach to my bullet journal. So what I did is I got a little bit of elastic and I hot glued it on, and then I used another little bit of glue because the hot glue was just sort of peeling it off because of the fabric. And then I just stitched along this top edge and this edge here just to make sure it was secure. And now I have one that sits on my bullet journal. And I can take it everywhere with me. It's perfect. So I'll leave a link to this. Let me know if you're interested, because I won't bother if you're not interested. But if you're interested in finding one of these exact cases, then let me know, and I'll leave a link for you. Yeah, that's all I had to say today. I'm sorry it's a bit rambly. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to upload it, because if I don't, I won't get around to editing it for a few days, and I just wanted to get something out for you guys. Really, really appreciate all your support and for sticking with me. I love you all. I really do. I know it sounds cheesy, but I do. Thank you so much for supporting me and being there for me. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I hope you have a great week. What we've got left of the week, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.